I'm gonna move into the house. It was old, drafty, and reeked of damp wood and stale air. But the rent was cheap, and as a broke college student, I didn't have the luxury of being picky. The landlord, a gaunt man with deep-set eyes, handed me the keys with a warning. Don't go into the basement. Ever. I laughed nervously, assuming it was some safety issue. Mold, unstable stairs, maybe rats. But the way his eyes lingered on mine made the hairs on my neck stand on end. The first week was uneventful. The house creaked and groaned at night, as old houses do. I chalked it up to my overactive imagination when I thought I heard whispers beneath the floorboards. Just the pipes, I told myself. Then, one night, I woke up at 3:12 a.m., sharp, to a low, rhythmic knocking. It wasn't coming from the front door or the windows. It was coming from beneath me, the basement. I froze, heart pounding, straining to hear more. After a few moments, it stopped. The next morning, curiosity got the better of me. I tried the basement door, but it was locked. The landlord hadn't mentioned giving me a key. I decided to leave it alone, remembering his warning. But that night, the knocking returned. This time, it was louder. It wasn't a request, it was a demand. I grabbed a flashlight and searched the house for anything that could open the basement door. In the kitchen drawer, I found an old, rusty key. My pulse quickened as I approached the door, key in hand. The lock clicked open with an eerie ease, and the smell that hit me was overwhelming. Rot, mildew, and something metallic. I held my breath and descended the stairs, the flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. The basement was empty. No furniture, no tools, just concrete walls and a dirt floor. But as I turned to leave, the beam of my flashlight caught something carved into the far wall. It was a name, Lily. Underneath it were tally marks, dozens of them. Before I could make sense of it, the basement door slammed shut above me. The light flickered and I heard it, a rasping, choking sound, like someone struggling to breathe. My flashlight flickered again, and I saw her. She was crouched in the corner, her body twisted unnaturally, her hair matted and clinging to her face. Her mouth hung open in a silent scream, and her eyes were black pits, staring right at me. I stumbled backward, dropping the flashlight. The last thing I saw before the light went out was her crawling toward me, her joints cracking with every movement. The landlord found the basement door wide open the next morning. My belongings were untouched upstairs, but I was gone. All he found in the basement was a new set of tally marks, scratched into the wall, beneath Lily's name. He rented the house out again the next month, and he never mentioned the basement.